You've been ready since 8. Well, I was streaming earlier. You were invited onto the stream earlier. Hi, chat. I have a bit of a pinkish grey pill. We'll hand the link down and post it in chat. You might not be able to post it in chat, but if you bother Bezic with it, he probably can.
It's not Pilk, is it? If it's Pilk, I swear you're gonna get kicked.
I don't think Ardent Party will post Pilk, but I mean, I will let Bezic boot you if it's Pilk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If you have one of us on Discord, just send it and we'll put it up.
Yeah, we're Bezic.
One of your followers, Nubidon Flufftato, keeps sending me links.
Oh, that's good of him.
Yeah. All right. What are you gonna say?
Do you want to? Oops. Do you want to start with yours?
What the fuck is Pilk? Don't ask. Don't Google it.
Somebody who keeps coming into my chat keeps going on about Pilk, and it's gross and icky, and he should be banned from life for it.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna start. So at the end of the last stream that we did, the last White Pill stream, 2 weeks ago, because I was not well last week, or forgetful, one of the two.
Probably both. Probably both.
Yeah, so at the end of the last
finish
stream,
eating my
I
dinner.
found out that you didn't know what red versus blue was. So
I remember
thought
this.
Yeah, we were talking about it. So I thought it should be like an intro. So we kind of talked yesterday about what kind of stuff we're allowed to show. So I'll just put it on mute just to make sure we're not getting any copyright strikes or anything.
Yeah, unfortunately we got one last week.
Did you?
Well, copyright claims where they were like, I think it was the red versus blue, like little stick figures.
It was amazing. It was so good. And after I think it was about season 3 or maybe season 4. They've been doing this. They got famous enough because people loved this. You know, I mean, so I'm surprised it's only got 2 million views.
Only 2 million views, like.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's been around for like it's been around
only
for so
got
long.
2 million views.
Like,
I'd love 2 million views.
I'm 32 years old. I'm pretty sure I was watching this when I was a teenager. So like it's been around for a while. Yeah, and then after 3 or 4 seasons, Bungie, the people who make Halo, picked up on it and they loved it. So what they did is they teamed up with the guys and they gave them access to the, I don't know, like you're a game designer person, you know what I'm talking about, but they gave them access to the engine so they could just basically make up their own stuff.
That's cool.
And they started doing these really awesome like fight scenes that came out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
Because they could just make all their stuff custom now. They didn't have to use the multiplayer mode.
That's really cool.
So you just had these really badass fight scenes come out of nowhere.
Like, it's always really nice when, you know, companies or developers or whatnot do that with their fan base, where they're like, you know, they see a fan going above and beyond doing something like this, and they're like, yeah, like, we want to help them. Which is the opposite of what you see now with, like, you know, I'm not a Warhammer fan, but because I'm friends with Arch, I know a lot about what Games Workshop is doing. And, like, they went after, people were doing, like, really awesome fan animations of the Warhammer universe stuff. And recently Games Workshop went after them and copyright struck them all. It's like, that's not how to deal with your audience. That's the opposite of what you should be doing. You should be fostering this stuff. And it's really nice to see something like that.
Yeah, we were talking about this a few days ago. Like, the gaming community, they don't seem to be very, like, copy strike happy because they want people showing off their games, you know? Like, I know I kind of joke about, like, the getting paid and recognition or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, you should be happy that people are, like, celebrating your stuff, you know?
No, I'll tell you what, like, you know, when I eventually get around to finishing my game, I'll be sending keys out to YouTubers all over the place. Like, please play my game on stream. Yeah. Like, because a lot of games I buy after watching Let's Plays of them. That's how I know I want a game 9 times out of 10, because I don't trust what I'm being told in fucking, you know, the games journalists are telling me.
Especially with games journalism.
I'm gonna see a game that I like. that I like the look of somebody else playing and be like, yeah, actually, I want to play for that myself. The only time I've seen a game studio have a problem with that was the PewDiePie thing, where they suddenly... what was the game? It was that fucking walking simulator game. And suddenly, those developers were like, oh, you need to take down your Let's Play. Like, you used our copyrighted material. It's like, how many copies of that game did he get sold from playing that Let's Play?
Yeah, exactly. Is the #1 YouTuber on the planet. Like, if he's playing your game...
That was advertisement. Like, let's not pretend it wasn't. Everybody. Let's not pretend it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, this was during the time where PewDiePie was getting... around the time of the Adpocalypse, right? When they were trying to get PewDiePie cancelled and stuff.
But funnily enough, I actually did a video on this back when it happened, and one of the things I found that it wasn't even that widely covered was that those devs were in one of Anita Sarkeesian's videos. Like, they're friends with her.
Really?
Like, proper woke devs.
Wow. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, we need to get rid of these woke people. Alright, never mind. Richard says it's owned by Warner Brothers. Has it been bought by Warner Brothers?
Are you talking about the...
Red versus Blue, yeah, this.
Well, this or the one that we got copyright claimed for?
So Black Pill Rules. Red versus Blue was good. It's owned by Warner Brothers. Maybe they bought it. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Okay, so I hope that doesn't get us any copyright trouble.
Warner are bad for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll just stop playing that right now. But it would be so hypocritical because they started doing this basically by ripping off Halo, right? They were generating content off of Halo. That's how they started. So if they go around copyright striking people for using copyrighted material, well, that's how you got famous. So
hopefully it wouldn't be a strike because like it would actually come under fair use because we are commenting on it.
We'll move on quickly because I just wanted to show you this. I couldn't believe you didn't know what Red versus Blue was.
No, I've never heard of it.
So yeah, like I said, this has been around for a while, and I realized they're on season 17. That's crazy. Like I stopped watching season like 4 or 5, and like I said, I was watching this when I was like a teenager or something, like late teens, early 20s. That was like over a decade ago. They've been going for over a decade. That's quite impressive. So I need to. I think one day when I'm having a hangover day or something, I just need to watch through, binge watch all the Red versus Blue.
Binge watch them, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this. This was a good blue. I was gonna say, I was like red pill, blue pill. No,
no. White pill. White pill. Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So the next thing I have is a news article from the Daily Mail. A male blood donor, 66, was turned away from a clinic after he refused to answer a question on whether or not he was pregnant. This guy looks like that. Just refused to answer whether or not he was pregnant. And this made me laugh because I could just totally imagine this guy just standing having an argument with some woke idiot, just being like, "Do I look like I'm pregnant?
I imagine
do you think I'm pregnant?"
I imagine that he didn't even argue with them. He just gave them like a deadpan stare. Just this, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Kidding me. Leslie Sinclair, 66, was told to fill in a form which asked whether he was expecting a child or had been pregnant in the last 6 months. And I just imagine the look on his face being like, "No, dumbass." Of course I
Oh dear. Like, and even if it's a kind of unisex form, like they just give the same form to everyone, so it has these questions on it. Like normally they say if biological sex, and then if applicable, are you pregnant? Like, and if he hadn't filled that bit in, like surely they could have went.
I've answered this question before, and I've always just put no. But I can just imagine this guy being like, Oh, you know what? I'm not even answering this. Like, this is ridiculous.
You would think that the staff would just be able to go, yeah, okay, no.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You can imagine the person he was arguing with, like, got so annoyed that they refused to let him give blood.
I'm glad that we have a surplus, you know?
Yeah, well, I hope we have a surplus, because otherwise the NHS think that self-ID is more important than actually saving people's lives, so...
Apparently.
Yeah. But anyway, this is supposed to be white pills, so...
Should have answered, yes, I'm pregnant, your dad is the father.
Yeah. Crazy. Alright, the next one is just some karmic justice that I like to see. And that is, apparently, Taylor Lorenz has been demoted.
I can't wait for
the top editor to review her work.
To review her work? She's so fucking fired. She's a nasty little bully.
Oh, I know. She's the worst. I mean, after we covered this, like, Amber Heard stuff, it's like, just fake people like that. It's like, everybody knows you're being fake. Like, just stop it.
Well, she's wearing, what do they call them? Cry bullies. Like, that's precisely what she is. Like, she goes out, she bullies people. And then she cries about how she's the victim and everybody's so mean to her. And it's like, no, you're a fucking cunt. That's why people are mean to you. You deserve it.
That interview she gave, where she started crying, and the interviewer was like consoling her, like, "Oh my god, it must be so devastating to get bullied on the internet. Imagine all these people coming after you." And it's like, bitch, that's what you do for a living. Like, why are you crying right now? You do this to other people constantly. Like, stop complaining. Yeah, complete cry bullying. And now everyone's going to be on her side because she cried, you know?
I hate that. And it's so fake as well. You know, and you're doing this, like, the thing you're accusing other people of, you're the one who's doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And this all came after some... I only kind of slightly followed this story, but it was after this... there was a whole showdown of people who work for the Washington Post on Twitter, all accusing each other and all this other stuff, because some guy tweeted a sexist joke, and then some woman there decided to take it extremely seriously, and basically now the Washington Post are like, guys, will you act professional? Like you must be so embarrassed. Could you imagine, like, owning the Washington Post or trying to run the Washington Post, and like just everybody who works for you just having this immature little bitch fight on Twitter in public where everyone can see it. Like, Jesus,
yeah, it's like, could you stop? This is why a lot of companies, and it's only recently that they haven't really, but a lot of companies always had social media policies. Like, if you go on social media and you bring this company into disrepute, like, you're getting pulled up for it.
That is a fireable offense. I mean, that's gross misconduct, is making the company look bad, you know?
Like, I've had jobs before where I haven't even been able to grumble on my private Facebook that they've called me in on my day off. Like, I've had jobs that have been that strict about social media policies because they've been like, no, like, that's bringing us, even as minorly as that's bringing us into disrepute for, like, ruining your day off. Like, you can't do that. And maybe it's time to bring back the social media policy because it's unprofessional.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I ran one of these companies, I would. And I've seen people do that and make my company look like it's run by a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, I'd fire them immediately. Like, you've made us look bad. That's you brought a bad name upon the company.
And for what?
Like, juvenile little shit.
For what? Fucking brownie points.
Yeah, because somebody told a joke you don't like. Like, all right. I mean, it was a little bit sexist, I'll give you that, but that's it. It's not illegal to make a sexist joke. Like,
okay, you don't like it? Fine. Like, just mute him or block him. Or
require that kind of level of...
call him a dick.
Yeah, just call him a dick and move on with your life. That's fine, you know? But no, I mean... Yeah, so I was happy to hear that she is apparently being demoted and somebody is monitoring her work now.
Good. She gets what she deserves. I like seeing people get what they deserve. Me too.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. It was kind of... I wanted to show this to you. It was kind of hard for me to turn this into a white pill and we also need to be very careful about how we talk about it because of YouTube policies. But German health minister hints at stricter winter COVID rules.
That's not a white pill.
Well, it's good for me because I got out of there just in time.
Not a white pill, monkey.
It is, right? Okay. I tried to justify this to myself to see how could I turn this into a white pill.
Okay, explain to me how this is a white pill.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, and maybe people in your audience, I lived in Germany up until about 2 months ago, and I'm so glad to be out of that place. Like, the lockdowns there are very, very strict. You can imagine. Germans, very, very strict. They love rules.
Really? I didn't notice.
So yeah, it's a white pill for that reason, because I've escaped this. But also it's a white pill because I told you this is what was going to happen, right? This has been my prediction since day one, since they lifted the lockdowns and lifted the mask mandates. I'm like, nope. My prediction 100% is they're only going to do this for the summer. And then the moment that August rolls around and it starts to get into autumn, suddenly they're just going to come back out with it again.
I'm still struggling to see how this is a white pill.
It's pretty much just me being smug. Okay.
Okay, because, you know, I'm struggling.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there was a line here I read earlier. This guy's a psycho as well, this Karl Lauterbach. Yeah, I mean, this is the guy that was pushing this stuff for, like, the fines and stuff. Like, you get a $4,000 fine every 3 months that you're not vaccinated. Like Austria did
yeah, well, they could come and chase me for it because I wouldn't be paying the fine and I wouldn't be getting the fucking poke neither.
Yeah.
And I love how they're like, nobody forced anyone to get it. Like, that's force. I'm sorry, but that's force. Like, you're threatening to fine people if they don't do it. That's force.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just reading Ardent Party.
Oh, sorry.
Used to work for a landfill with social media policy. When hired, request me to create work. Yeah, I mean, I actually got reported to my last company for something I wrote on Facebook. I actually stopped using Facebook because of this. This was back when the George Floyd thing happened.
Oh,
and there was like a massive protest that happened in Alexanderplatz, which is the center of Berlin. Well, not the center, but one of the major center points of Berlin. Yeah, there was like thousands of people took to the street. This was 2 weeks after they brought in the very first lockdown, when it was like a big deal to go into lockdown, you know, not just something we do every Tuesday. And yeah, like I took a picture of it and I sent it to Facebook being like, these people are hypocrites. Like, how can you shut down an entire country and then protest? Okay, in fairness, I did call him some dead junkie from the other side of the world. So I think that's probably what you about.
I mean,
but yeah, somebody reported to my company.
Wow. And, so it wasn't even you like bringing the company into disrepute. It was like just somebody didn't Facebook. Like your opinion on your Facebook.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's the wrong opinion, so I had to be fired. Thankfully, I wasn't though. I hold quite a high skilled job, so. Yeah, the HR basically sat me down and was like, did you say this? And I'm like, yeah. I did say that, yeah. And
yeah,
like,
I did. That was me.
I didn't even do it with shame. I completely owned it. I was just like, yeah, that's my opinion. Like, I think it's hypocritical. And it's like, but you're speaking against Black Lives Matter. They actually said this to me, like, you're speaking against Black Lives Matter. I'm like, it's not against Black Lives Matter. It's against the hypocrisy of it. And they're like, right, okay.
I would be like, yeah, I am, because they're they're a terrible organization. I agree with the overall statement that, you know, Black people's lives matter. Don't agree with the movement.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even go into any of that. I just said to them like, yeah, that's my opinion. My opinion is that it's hypocritical, and it's also on my personal Facebook, so it's nothing to do with the company. They wouldn't tell me who reported it, but yeah, basically they just told me. I ended up just owning it, and then they were completely disarmed, and then just went, okay, just bring that to the office. Like, keep your opinions in your private life. I'm like, I did, yeah.
I did. Somebody else brought my opinions to the office.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, okay, no problem. Okay, back to work. And I was like,
all right,
that's how you deal with it. That's how you deal with these people. You just completely own it, refuse to apologize. Anyway, sorry, we got distracted again.
That's okay. I'm currently just setting up my stuff, so don't mind me.
Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight this sentence I was reading. Lauterbach said the country would need to adopt new rules for the winter period, likening it to adopting winter tires instead of summer ones. So it's going to be something you do every year. This is exactly what I predicted. Exactly what I predicted.
Obviously. Like, we knew this. Yeah. We're going to have to fight this every goddamn year because they enjoyed the power of it. It doesn't matter that they've now admitted that it was endemic. It doesn't matter that they've now admitted that the lockdowns did a lot of harm. They don't care. They enjoyed the power.
Yeah. And it says right there, like in quotes, this must be a norm. So it's just going to be normalized. It's something they're going to do every single year unless people riot. Like, the only reason they lifted the lockdown is because people were starting to riot and people were not going to take it anymore. All they were doing, that was my prediction, all they were doing was letting us come up for air before they start drowning us again. I swear to God, as soon as August rolls around, they're going to start this crap all over again. They're going to do it every year. This is a black pill, but I just wanted to act smug about it. So
that's not a white pill, monkey. How could you?
And sometimes it's good to get off your chest.
Hurry!
All right.
Like, please, Stevenson, is this the grey pill I requested?
Is this a grey pill? Yes. Yeah, it's a mix.
God damn it, Maggie! You want to play black pills? You take them on the Sultans. Feed them to Bezic.
Back to the white pills. From here on out, it's only memes. Okay, I've just got memes for you. No news, no nothing. Just some things I found that I found quite funny.
Okay. Okay.
So this one needs no introduction. I'll just play it for you.
Oh, that's loud.
All right. All right. We do it. Okay? No matter what I do, all I do
this city.
Okay, guys, get ready. Get ready. Katie, what's our starting note?
Alright, whenever you're ready, take your time, okay? Me and you, don't be nervous.
Should have bought your flowers. Ooh, listen, baby, ain't no mountain, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. Ooh. And I love you. Keep on falling in.
That's it. The end of it.
That's pretty good.
This is what I love about the internet. People just, oh my God, just having fun and yeah. I can't believe that became a thing. I couldn't stop laughing at it.
Question it, like, I assume she was live streaming it, because otherwise, why the fuck would you upload that?
I assume it must have been live streamed.
That's what I need to know. Like, oh, I fell and, like, made a weird noise and, like, face planted on my fucking bed. Yeah, let's upload that. That'll be good content.
Yeah. Oh, well.
She must have been streaming it, surely.
I hope she was, and she wasn't just posting her L's online. Yeah, this is what I love about the internet. People just taking the piss. I love it. Okay. This one. Have you seen this at all?
I don't think I've ever seen someone.
This is you're about to watch a man die inside, and it's quite brutal.
Okay, this is another one of them white pills, Funky. Yes.
Like.
You got a funny definition of white pill.
It's heartbreaking.
Okay, again, your funny old definition of white pills over here, Monkey.
It's this woman. She gets herself in trouble, and she knows she's in trouble, and she just keeps doubling down. Okay,
so Amber Heard then.
Pretty much. Let's put this on full screen.
Okay. Oh, alrighty.
If the Yankees were going to win a World Series, but you had to give each other a hall pass, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, why did
Who does she have to? Who does she have
so
to?
You can pick anyone who you want. Who would you pick?
Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the world.
My ex-boyfriend.
Oh my god. Who would you pick?
Oh no.
You.
No.
So why the ex-boyfriend?
We're gonna fight about this.
Why the ex-boyfriend?
We're gonna fight about
Go on, you can tell me.
He's a good lover.
He was a good lover.
Oh
If the Yankees
Yeah,
were gonna
wow.
win the World Series, but
Oh,
you had
no.
each other a hall pass.
no! He's dead! Stop! Like, even if that's true, don't say it!
You can see the guy's face after she said that, like, anybody in the world, like, what?
I didn't just, like, pick some random fucking celebrity that you're never gonna meet. Like,
Pick a celebrity. Don't say your ex-boyfriend. Or
Oh,
literally
no.
anybody in the world except for you.
like, even if that's the case, don't fucking say it out loud.
And even after she recognizes we're going to have a fight about this, she still turns back and says, yeah, he's a great lover. Not like this one. My ex, he was a great lover.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that poor man died inside, but I find that kind of hilarious.
Oh, dear.
Watching other people's pain is a good white pill.
Oh,
Chat might
no.
disagree. Needs to peace
Can
out.
can we see the exact moment that he died? Can you pause on that frame?
Did
you do it?
His face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, why
Who
did you
does she have
hesitate?
to? Who does she have to?
She was
Well,
quick, you know. She's like, yeah,
I don't like where this is going.
absolutely, yeah. Like
Pick anyone
she
who you want.
really
Who would you pick?
answered quickly on that one.
Anyone in the world? My ex-boyfriend?
Oh my.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was the most awkward laugh.
Like that guy, the one who's interviewing, he's just like,
Yeah, even he's like, did you
oh
just say that?
no!
Who would you pick?
You.
Oh, dude, weak.
So
weak.
why the
You could have came up with something better than
Fight
that.
about this.
Why the ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, at that point, I'm surprised he didn't just like pick someone that would piss her off just out of badness, just like her mother.
That's what I was thinking. Like, name one of her friends.
Like,
You can
yeah.
pick her prettiest friend and say
Just
her.
out of badness, be like, you say your ex, I say your mum. She'd be like, what?
Love the
You want to fuck
reply
my
as
mum?
well. I'm sorry, sir. The correct answer is your ex-boyfriend. Like if they also said your ex-boyfriend. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, her ex-boyfriend, proper high he was. She'd be like, what the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, not good. All right, next one. Okay, this is Joe Biden. Listen to what he says here, right?
Okay.
And in fact, I'm not going to say anything. Just listen to what he says.
The only way to spare more pain and more loss, the only way. These millstones no longer mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark our national mourning. The only way to spare...
I'm sure...
What? Do you have any idea what he was trying to say here? The only way to spare
more pain and more
pain,
loss, the only way.
more loss, the only way is to stop milestones and national mourning.
You know, like, I used to look after people who had dementia. And you would occasionally have conversations like this. But, you know, they weren't the president.
Yeah, they're not the president. they're not allowed to go to the toilet alone in case they fall and crack their head.
You know, you'd be like, that's great.
Also, just like the last video, you can pinpoint the exact moment where his brain just goes blank.
His
Wait for it,
brain
like,
stops
hold on.
responding.
More pain and more loss, the only way.
Now,
Biden.exe
These
stop
millstones
responding.
no longer mark our national...
his brain just shut down. He was
Like,
like,
somebody
"Oh."
needs to edit this with, like, the little, like, loading fucking circle on it.
Yeah,
The buffering.
what popped into my mind was the what's the Microsoft dung sound,
Yeah.
and then the reboot sound. Do 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 do. As he like tries to reboot his mind.
But the thing is, like, we know he uses a teleprompter, so, like, that's with having the words, like, presented to
I
him.
didn't even think of that.
Like, he's not having to remember the speech, because we know that he reads a teleprompter. Bleach Team, and do it. Do it now. Hit it in the little buffering site logo thing.
Yeah, I'll send you the link if you need it. More kidney stones.
I would do it, but I can't do it on the stream. So, do it.
Oh,
Blue
no.
screen of death mode. Yeah, just put a little blue screen in his like on his eyes or something.
Somebody replied here saying, like, have they tried blowing in the cartridge like we did with Nintendo, see if that helped.
Oh no.
I'm so glad I'm a Canadian. Oh wait, Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, that's not much better.
World's most powerful man, ladies and gentlemen.
And
I had a stroke trying to understand what, yeah, exactly.
I think he might have had one too.
Look, there's so many moments right now where and it's like every day I see a new clip of Joe Biden. I'm just like, we're fucking doomed. Like, we're in a lot of trouble right now.
Well,
like,
fortunately,
are we just gonna sit here and pretend this is okay? Like,
fortunately, he can't remember the nuclear codes, so there's that.
Thank God, yeah.
Bleach Demon wants the link.
Send the link, alright.
He's going to do that for us.
I'll send it after. We're live right now. I'll do it after. Remind me. Send me a message so that I have you in my DMs.
We can show it next week when Monkey shows up. When Monkey shows up.
I will show up. Well, yeah, I promise. A 99% promise.
No,
okay.
I don't want Cackling Kamala to replace him either, because I am almost convinced, like, my prediction is that when they get rid of Joe, either he pops his clogs or they finally, like, shoo him out. We're gonna get Kamala, and then she's gonna pick Clinton as her fucking vice president. Like, that's my prediction, and you're gonna get a Harris-Clinton presidency. Like, imagine that for a second. Just imagine
step down,
it.
and then she'll, like, yeah, the Clinton will default, or she'll just pretend to run the country like Biden is right now.
Or
but
she'll have
actually
an
it'll be
accident.
Clinton.
Oops. You know, people around Mrs. Clinton
That's the thing,
tend to
what
have terrible
options do you
accidents.
have? Like, somehow having Biden here, despite his complete dementia and everything else, that's kind of still the best option.
Obama? Do you mean...
It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. This is the best option, because you either have Kamala after her, or third in line is Nancy Pelosi.
Oh!
Terrifying.
That's terrifying.
How
That's
is
fucking
this
terrifying.
the best option?
Rat King thinks Obama is more probable. Do you mean Barack, or are you thinking Michelle? Because I know she was one that they were eyeing up, because they wanted a black woman.
Yeah. But that's it. I mean,
With her bulge. Do you remember the bulge debate on Facebook where they weren't sure whether they should censor Michelle Obama's bulge or not?
What?
Oh my god! Let me see if I can find this. Michelle.
Okay. Put it in your queue, because I want to see that.
Obama.
I know there's like a joke that she's a man, but I thought that's just because she looked like a man.
I'm sure there was a thing on Facebook where they were talking about.
Well, Disco, you know, if it's on Facebook, that is dangerous right-wing extremist misinformation, disinformation.
I need to find it now, but I'm sure there was a thing where they weren't sure whether they should, censor the bulge that she totally doesn't have.
Right, try and find it. I'll pop into the next one, because this is also not much of a white pill. It's just kind of, I don't know. I can only laugh now. I can only laugh.
Okay.
Even when something bad happens, all I can do is laugh. I'm having like a Joker moment. Okay, this is just a random one. I'll let it speak for itself.
Hello.
My mom said give me 10 on top 3.
10 on 3? Alright. Do you need the receipt? Huh?
Do you make the gas prices?
No, just working.
Because I was gonna say F you, but never mind.
It's quiet.
I was gonna say F you, but never mind. Is that... Play it again.
Yes.
Let me turn it up a little bit for the chat.
Yeah, turn the volume up, because this one's kind of quiet.
The other ones have been really loud.
My mom said give me 10 on top 3.
10 on 3? Alright. Do you need the receipt? Huh?
Do you make the gas prices?
No, just working.
Because I was gonna say F you, but never mind.
He says, do you make the gas prices? And she goes, no, I just work here. And she's like, oh, okay, I was going to say F you, but never mind. And then her brother drags her out.
Her brother drags
her
bus.
That was kind of funny. Yeah, this is another just random one.
Seriously, I challenge you to try and find one thing that everybody can agree on.
Scoot over, bitch.
I mean, it's true. Everybody's just like, why did they not just both climb on there? No, she's like, I'm gonna miss you. It's like, maybe you should try a little harder to help him then.
It's the one thing everybody can agree on. Scoot over, bitch.
I'm gonna miss you. Okay, you could at least try. Just try a little bit to, you know, maybe give him a little bit of space so we can get bits of him out of the water. Nope, you're just gonna be like, no, I'll miss you. You could help. Nope, I'm gonna miss you.
It would just be great if he like if he just said something like that in the movie, like, yeah, you know, there seems like there's a lot of room up there. Do you think I can get on too? No.
She's like, oh, so I'm gonna miss you. I'm just gonna miss you. He's like, I don't have to die though. I said I'm gonna miss you.
This reminds me of the Bill Burr joke. It's like women watch that and think it's a romantic film, but men watch that and it's a fucking horror film. Like, all the men die. All the men die. They just cruelly kill that guy. There's a guy that falls off and hits the propeller fan. Like, yeah, it's a guy that's a horror movie.
I think I've only seen it once. I don't really remember all that much about it, but I do remember that end scene. It's like, yeah, he would have fit on there.
I think the part everyone remembers is the guy hitting off the propeller, because you're just like, you watch that, you're just like, oof, yeah, that would be me. Alright, I have one last thing, and I found some actual racism in the world, which is nice to find some actual racism in the world, but it's kind of funny because, you know, my sense of humor is a little bit twisted. So this is Jesus healing a black person.
I beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon. Oh no! Oh
no! Actually, I was watching this and I was like, yeah, you know what? That is actually kind of fucked up. Like, I think we might actually find some real racism.
That is kind of fucked up. Yeah. No wonder that guy's like, I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
But it's funny.
Oh no! Oh no! Right, Sam. It's pretty bad.
Anyway, so those are the end of my white pills for this week.
Well, unfortunately, I can't find that thing with Michelle Obama, so we're just gonna have to go without that. But let me switch to my thingy now. So first and foremost,
if anybody in the chat knows where it is, send it to me or her, and we'll put it in.
Yes, we have a submission by Bleach Demon.
Hey, alright, no, wait, no,
the white pill is we found the monkey.
I knew this was happening. I was not late at all.
Yeah.
Disco was late. I was waiting since 8 o'clock.
Who was missing last week?
Last week we're not talking about last week,
alright? Who was missing last week? I tell you what, chat, last week I was all ready to stream. You know, I rushed around after Sultans. I went for a shower, got ready to get on camera for the stream, and just as I was just nearly ready to sit down, Monkey's like, oh, Monkey can't.
Right, but we're talking about this week, alright? What happened is I messaged her and I was like, are you ready to... This was like 8:20 and we're supposed to go live at 8:30. So I was like, do you want to start getting set up? And she's like, oh, hold on, I'm just out of the shower, I need to get dressed, I'll be with you soon. I'm like, alright, okay, no worries. And I'm still waiting for her, Then I go through to the kitchen to put the kettle on, I come back and I have a missed call from her.
And Monkey was
late.
I
call her back and like, oh, you're late. I'm late.
Monkey was
see, for 30 minutes.
We have an admission here.
The kettle on and come back and I missed the call. All right.
We have an admission here. We have an admission here, chat. Monkey didn't answer the call when I was ready to start.
Yeah.
Are you saying Sultan's you do dirty? I just go, yeah, I got a little bed and end up streaming Sultan straight away.
You consider not being a plague rat and get ready to stream. Screw you, student, alright? Go kick you off. Oh, damn it. Everyone gangs up in the Monkey.
Yeah, he messaged me at like 1:15. He's like, you ready to start now? And it's like, it's not that kind of stream. Can I get your asterisk, please?
Alright. Let's see some more white pills. What you got for us? Other than this monstrosity.
I think this is the perfect white pill. Let's zoom in and have a look. Missing. Based ape. Found! It's great.
Trying to blame me for her lateness. This is not going to fly.
I mean, it's literally in Discord. I can take a screenshot if you want, where you know, you can see the call and then Monkey not answering the call.
The call because I've stepped away for 30 seconds to go put the kettle on. After 30 minutes of waiting for it. I'm not taking the blame for this.
Oh, it's fun to find Monkey up. Right, what did I have next? Add a meme. So, Amber Heard has been doing the rounds again this week because she just has to keep on fucking digging, which is amazing. And apparently now she said, you know, she still loves Johnny, which is really weird for, you know, somebody who was apparently so badly abused as her to be like, no, I still love him. It's like, no, you should really fucking resent him. Like, not only did he apparently abuse you and rape you, and then he humiliated you and took all your money. And you're going to be like, no, I still love him. It's like, no, okay, But was it you that called this? I think it was you that called this, that she would try and get back with him now. Was it you that said that?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That if she lost, she would probably try and get back with him. I'm sure it was you. It might not
probably, because she has to now think of a way to not pay him. And the ultimate way to not pay him is to fuck him again. Like, that's... I don't know. It wouldn't be beyond my outlook on her. Yeah. Also, can you just quickly share your screen with Discord as well? Because otherwise,
am I not? I am, because I'm streaming it through Discord.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Why can I not see it? Oh yeah, I see it.
Because I'm actually screen sharing Discord to the stream, which is how you can see us.
I had a boomer moment.
Oh my god, Boomer Monkey, clip it, clip it.
Don't
clip
it.
Clip it.
No clipping monkeys.
Clip it. Oh, he can be in his own little video comment. Monkey shame. Right, so.
Yeah, I'm totally not surprised.
Perfect meme. Yeah, it is. Totally validates that psychologist's testimony we heard, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. You know, if I was beaten and sodomized with a liquor bottle, I'd be horrifically resentful. I'm more likely feeling the need to put a planet between me and that person. Yeah, you absolutely would not be like going on television to be like, no, I still love him. I don't harbor any ill will towards him. Like, that's one of the situations where it's reasonable to harbor ill will towards someone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely. The entire world saw what was happening as well. And I think he just wanted to show everybody, like,
yeah,
this is what I've been putting up with, basically. This is what I've been going through with this woman. And everybody sympathizes with him.
Because you'll notice he's not doing a tour of being, you know, on television and stuff. Like, he wanted to tell his story. And I actually think he probably won't chase her for the money. Because he doesn't... It wasn't about the money for him. He just wanted... He wanted to be believed.
Yeah, he wanted to... like I said, he wanted to show everybody else, this is what I'm dealing with. This is the kind of woman that...
And I also didn't do the thing that I was... Yeah. So, I have a couple of things on this. And they are a little bit old because these were ones that I picked up last week for the stream last week. So if you've seen them, I'm sorry, but you should have shut up last week. So we have this. Now, the Los Angeles Times, they did an article about analysing how Johnny Depp was victorious against Amber Heard. But unfortunately, they made a little bit of a fuck up in which they Do you remember all the TikToks that were going on where people were kind of memeing and they were like making edits of people on the stand that weren't actually in the trial?
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Times fell for one of them. And so they printed that Jason Momoa testified when he didn't, because he was in a TikTok video. And so they had to actually issue a correction saying that they had screwed up.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is, again, I keep saying this over and over and over again, but it needs to be pointed out. These people are not paying attention to anything they're covering. Like, they haven't even bothered to look into it.
They haven't bothered to watch the trial. They're watching TikTok. These are the same people who accuse us of getting our information off TikTok and how they're the arbiters of truth, and they're the you know, as the mainstream media, they're the authoritative sources. And, you know, how dare we be misinformed just watching TikTok videos? And it's like, no, it seems like you're the ones who are getting your information off TikTok.
Yeah.
Because had you watched the trial, had you sat and watched all the testimony, like, just start to finish the way that we did, you would have seen that Jason Momoa was never on the stand. Like, that's a parody. You fell for a TikTok parody, and then you printed it.
Can we show the meme? Can we show the edit?
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it. Bring it over here. I guess it would probably be on YouTube. Yeah, if you can find the Jason Momoa edit, because I think I've definitely seen it before. I've definitely posted it places, but I've never. I didn't think to pull it up, but yeah, if you can find it, that'd be great. So yeah, that just made me laugh that the mainstream media just proved.
I noticed. Yeah, go.
They just proved that they didn't watch the trial. They proved it.
It proves that they have no idea what they're talking about, like, whatsoever. Like, all the stuff that they write about, they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't even pay attention. They just make stuff up. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, earlier when I was watching the Sultans, I noticed on Bezik's stream when he was on Twitter that "I Stand with Amber Heard" is still trending on TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter. And I was just like, I was thinking to myself, like, I just had a moment where I was thinking to myself, I think it's regional, so like it might just be trending in Australia.
I saw it.
Here it is. Ooh, go back up.
No. I know. I'm sure that's Indio. Like, I'm almost positive that was Indio, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna show that again. Indio's fucking artwork. Indio's a great artist, by the way. Just go and check Indio out yourself. He did my my avatar that I use for the overlay.
Cool.
But I'm not going to show that picture again.
I was thinking to myself, like, where were these people during the trial? Because when the trial was going on, there was 0 people, like literally 0 people standing with her. And all of this "I Stand with Amber Heard" stuff only started trending after the trial. So after they had found out that she lost. Like, well, clearly you weren't there when the trial was going on, because every single person, and I looked for them. There was nobody standing up for Amber. Nobody.
Why is Trim doing the ... dots? Trim, we know that you do a lot of artwork on my channel, but I'm talking specifically about my avatar Indio has done. Yes.
Trim is obviously the best artist. He was the first person I went to. You did my first. I
absolutely love Trim's art style. In fact, I'm going to. Sorry, Trim. If it was a secret, I don't care. But I don't think so, because we were showing updates of it earlier. But I'm gonna open this. So Trim is actually doing a thumbnail for the Valheim series at the moment. Trim got salty, he's got no shout out. Trim, you get shout out on every goddamn stream. Shush. So he's currently doing the thumbnail for our Valheim series, which is a little late, like as in like 6 episodes late at this point, but apparently they never So yeah, we've got Trim being chased by a troll, Bleach Demon doing whatever Bleach Demons do up there, and then Bezic is building and I am scheming.
And I love how you're telling like Trim to be quiet as well. Like, Trim, shush.
Trim, shut the fuck up!
Shush.
Shh! Trim, shut the fuck up!
Yeah. You're being too loud.
I'm going to call Trim out a little bit here, because the reason my finger is like this is because Trim doesn't like drawing feminine faces. Which is why in the Sultan's banner he's got me like under the table like this. And then in this one he's got my face obscured because he doesn't like to draw female faces. And he can actually draw female faces because for my game he's actually done like the cover art for it. And it's a feminine face and it's actually awesome. But Trim doesn't like to do female faces, so he's got me covered.
Earlier, I was confused for a minute because I was like, okay, that's Trim, that's obviously Bleach Demon, that's the teleporting troll, there's Bezic. I'm like, who's that guy? Like, who's that guy in the bottom right? It took me a while to be like, oh, he hasn't done the hair yet. It must be Disco. Yeah, I mean, he's got eyeliner, kind of feminine eyes.
Trim, you shouldn't be self-conscious about that because you actually did a very good job on my one. In fact,
yeah, I'm sure it'll look good when the
I'm trying.
It was like a bald guy. I was like, who the hell is the bald guy?
Should I show the cover art for my game? Like, I was kind of keeping it a secret, but maybe I will actually show it. Need to find the right Discord server. Here we go. All right, I will show it. Because I think he did a fantastic job, and he did a feminine face. Is it that one? There we go. So yeah, he did this. This is the artwork for my game, and like he was like, "Oh, can I do it? Like, yeah, should do a more kind of feminine one." And I don't see anything wrong with Trim's feminine drawings. I think you did a great job on that. It's perfect.
Oh, Binary, we're not leaving you out, man. We're just focused on. I can only see the comments if I look down here. So, write short comments. That's the something I can read quickly while I'm talking.
Yeah, we're not ignoring you, Binary. We are winding Trim up a little bit at the moment.
All right, okay. Back to the herd.
Yes, back to herd. Let me come back to here. Close these two. Did you find Jason Momoa, or did you get? You did. Let's see.
I love it. It's a great edit. As somebody who loves doing edits for the Lotus Eaters, this is a fantastic edit. I wish I'd thought of it.
Okay, let me turn them off a little bit. So yeah, this was what that article fell for. And actually didn't bother to verify and printed that he testified.
Witness?
Oh shit, I didn't know we were starting yet.
Like, how have you not noticed that this is an edit? Like, just this TV placed it.
It's not even a realistic looking TV. To be honest, the first time I saw this, it took me like 30 seconds to realize, oh, this is an edit. Like, so I kind of fell for it in the beginning, but then it becomes so obvious it's a joke. I can't believe they took it seriously. I can't believe somebody watched this all the way through and took it seriously.
Apparently, and then when their job is to be a journalist, didn't verify it.
Yeah. Did you notice it comes from a meme account? It's got 7 million views.
They shouldn't be getting their information from a meme account anyway. Like, if they're covering the trial, like, as a journalist, they should be taking the time to actually watch the damn thing.
Exactly. That's one. Again, they have no idea the subjects they're writing about.
Yep. Okay. Now let's have a watch, shall we? Just Johnny laughing. Okay. Sorry.
Perfect spot.
Okay. Could you please state your full name?
Yeah, I am Jason Momoa.
Mr. Momoa, do you know Amber Heard?
Yes, student, this is what got them. Like, bear in mind, like, just want to have a look at this again. An earlier version of this article included a paragraph about Jason Momoa testifying by video at the trial. The Aquaman actor did not testify. Now, unfortunately, I had to look through like Archive and the Wayback Machine to see if I could find the older version of the article, and unfortunately, it wasn't archived, which is a shame. But their admission of it is still up live on their website now. So it did definitely happen. And it's such a shame because I really wish that somebody had archived the old version so we could read what they wrote.
Yeah. I want to see what they wrote, yeah.
I do. Hi, Amber.
Don't talk to her. So how do you know Amber?
We work together on Aquaman.
So you work together as actors, right?
No, as janitors.
Mr. Momoa, you have to take this serious. He's not a janitor, he's actually Aquaman. Would you say you felt safe around Amber on the set?
Sure, I guess.
So there was not even one incident?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Why? What happened?
Well, Amber and I were...
Like, how did they fall for this?
Like, the lips don't even add up. Like, the lips are completely different from the words.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant edit. But, like, it's clearly satire. How did they fall for this?
Well,
I don't understand.
The punchline as well, because the punchline at the end will completely give it away that it's a joke. Like, it's clearly a joke.
Student of history is like, this is blowing his mind. He said, this actually got them.
This is why I wanted to go and get the video and show it to you. Like, this is what they fell for. Like, you have to see it with your own eyes. Like, and it's not even, I guess, even more ridiculous.
Okay.
We're in a scene, and it was just the two of us. And she pointed at the water and said, "Look at that beautiful brown fish."
So what seems to be the issue? I'm not following.
Any wildlife in the water would be computerized, so that was a brown fish.
I don't understand. Then what was it?
She did a grumpy in the pool!
The whole joke is she did a shit in the pool.
Was, shall I say, Amber's turn?
Mr. Momoa, how do you even know what that was? Did you even take a picture of Amber's turd?
No, I didn't.
So do you have any evidence?
Well, I made a replica. Yeah, here it is. Now, does that look like a fish? Nope. Man, how did that even come out of her body? Ah!
Oh, man. Like, how could you as a journalist take that seriously?
I'm just laughing at a student of history who is he's losing his mind in the chat. He can't compute how they fell for this. Like, he's even got the caps lock button now.
It even says trial dub in the title of the video. And this must be the main video that was going around because it's got 7 million views.
It's like, how the fuck did you fall for this? You should be fucking sacked for being incompetent if you printed an article that stated that he testified based on this fucking meme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how have you still got a job? That is some incompetence. Binary services up there with games journalist quality. This might even be worse. This might even be fucking worse.
Yeah, I mean, that's way worse. Did you see that? I don't know if you have it in your list, but did you see this story of I can't remember which one it was, but they had to remove like 23 articles from one of their authors because it turns out she was literally just making stuff up.
No.
Oh, you didn't see this? I'll try and find it.
I mean, she could get a job at the Bee, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she was literally... I think it was Lotus Eaters that covered it, actually.
It could be. I don't always watch the podcast because sometimes I got other things to do when the podcast is on.
Yeah. Okay, you continue. I'll try and find it.
Binary says, never forget that 50% of the people in this world are below average IQ. Yeah, people tend to keep reminding me.
Yeah, 2 days ago, USA Today to remove 23 articles after investigation into fabricated sources.
What?
And it was all from the same author, and it turned out that this author was literally just making stuff up and writing about it. Like, literally just making stuff up, not just, like, the usual amount of nonsense that they print.
Wow.
Like, just going out of our way to, like,
and these
invent
are the
stories
people
never
that
happened.
we're supposed to listen to. Like, when they tell us,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
these are the authoritative sources that will get bumped to the top of, like, YouTube, probably Google. Like, I'd be very surprised if they don't get
Well,
bumped to the top of Google.
Like, I was talking to you last week, like, it blows my mind that, like, people keep doing polls when it's like, oh, only 40% of America trust what they hear in the mainstream media. And I'm like, there's 40% out there? 40% of people believe what they hear in the... Seriously?
Like, the upshot of this trial was that the trust in the mainstream media went down off the back of this trial. Now, why it didn't go down off the back of, like, you know, the election stuff and the COVID stuff and all that, you know, I don't know. But this, I guess, this has captured the interest of, like, the average person that's not interested in politics because it's two celebrities and it's drama and it's interesting. And people, like, they've watched the trial because it was televised, and then the media is saying something totally different, and they're like, you lying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's most of these things are connected to, like, the culture war and politics and stuff like this, because it's like, we already know that lefties don't watch right-wing sources, right? They don't listen to, like, right-wing. Like, there's not a lefty in the world who can adequately describe what the right-wing thinks, right?
That's true.
But the right-wing can describe down to a T what the left-wing thinks, because we spend all of our time looking at them and laughing at them. And it's just, it must just be one of these things where, like, they just assume, because the institutions, including the media, are all lefties, they just assume that that's the truth, because it's an authoritative source and stuff,
Yeah. But I guess when it comes to this, this captured people's attention because it was a bit of a spectacle.
Yeah, and there'll be so many lefties that love Johnny Depp that just saw the media do what the media do.
Yeah, and then they were like, but I watched that because it was really interesting and it was two celebrities spouting it out in public. And that's not what happened. Like, why is the media printing that? Like, the media really, really showed themselves up during this, and now they're paying the price for it, which, I mean, is a white pill in itself.
Yeah, Chauvin and Rittenhouse. Chauvin, yeah, that one was I didn't hear anyone call that out. I don't think nobody really dared to talk about Chauvin, not that much.
You weren't allowed to talk about Chauvin.
Who was the other guy? The guy that sued CNN because he, like, smirked at a Native American man.
I remember that kid. I don't remember what his name was, but apparently his lawyer took on Rittenhouse.
It was Nicholas Sandman.
Yeah, apparently his lawyer took on Rittenhouse's case because a lot of publications kept calling him a murderer after he had already been cleared, and he was like, nope, be sued.
Yeah, it's a guy called Robert Barnes. He famously follows famously defends right-wing people like Alex Jones and stuff. And
so I
anybody
think
who gets defended on the right,
Rittenhouse will end up as a very rich boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it's taken him this long to launch any. To be honest.
And poor kid looked traumatized though, like genuinely traumatized.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad to see him. Like, people say it's kind of in poor taste that he keeps posting jokes about it, but I'm glad to see him joke about it because that means it's, you know, he's dealing with it in a healthy way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick on the Amber Heard stuff and another bit of a white pill here. The Washington Post finally updated the article, the original op-ed, with an editor's note. They've had to issue...
Did they change the title? What was the title?
They didn't. They've left the article itself the way it is, but the editor has added an editor's note. To say that in 2019, Johnny Depp sued Amber Heard for defamation arising out of this 2018 op-ed. On June 1st, 2022, following a trial in Fairfax County, VA Circuit Court, a jury found Heard liable on 3 counts for following statements, and then they mentioned the statements that were naughty. The jury separately found that Depp, through his lawyer Adam Waldman, defamed Heard on one of 3 counts in her countersuit. So yeah, they've actually, they've actually pointed out the exact quotes in the article that were considered libel. So,
well,
and I'm almost glad that they didn't take it down, because I don't think it should be forgotten to time.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
And
I was going to say they should have deleted it, because
I actually think that this is better, because we can still see what a vindictive cow she is.
Yeah,
but the first thing we see when we land on the page is that this article was found in court to be libel. So yeah, that really, I think that's a bit of a white pill, that they've had to update this article to call her a liar in the very op-ed that she wrote.
No, it's good that they have her lies directly underneath her picture. I guess this is a good thing.
I would almost rather this than them deleting it, because it will eventually get forgotten to time if it gets deleted.
Yeah, Binary says the poor kid was having a PTSD episode on the stand.
Oh, that was horrible.
That was horrible. I did a video about that as well. There's a video on my channel if you want to check it out. Obviously, it's kind of comedic and it's kind of...
You can post a link if you want. If you want to post a link to people.
But yeah, I mean, like, watching him describe it, you could tell he wasn't fake.
You can tell the exact moment that he kind of disappears into the actual moment that it happened, where he's just you can see him reliving it. It's horrible.
You can tell that he was trying to get through the sentence and couldn't. He wasn't just yeah, I mean, you can always tell.
But you can tell he's no longer in the present moment anymore either, because he's not looking at anyone in the room, he's looking straight in front of him, and he's kind of because it must have been traumatic, sure, yeah, he wasn't the one that got killed at the end of it, but he had a whole mob of people trying to kill him, and then he's got to live with the fact that he ended up taking someone's life. That's got to weigh on him.
Yeah, I mean, even police officers and soldiers, people who are trained in this stuff, if they ever use their gun, they need therapy, because it's never good to have to use your gun,
And
it's not...
You got to remember, this kid was, 17? He wasn't...
Yeah.
He had no training to deal with anything like this, and even with training, he might very well have still been traumatized.
He was trying to help people as well. The only reason the crowd turned on him is because they mistook him for some other guy who stopped them pushing a dumpster that was on fire into a petrol station, which would have killed them as well. So really, the other guy saved their lives by putting that fire out.
Poor kid.
What kind of idiot pushes a dumpster fire into a gasoline station?
Poor kid. I'm glad though that he at least was found to have been acting in self-defense, but it'll take him a long time to get past that, I think. I'm echoing a little bit now. I wasn't a minute ago. I don't know if you've changed anything.
This happens every time we do a stream. It's for some reason it's fine for an hour, and then people start hearing themselves.
Okay, so I've got another white pill that relates to the Johnny Depp stuff, and I'm sorry, I've got a few, but I think this is the last one, and you might have already heard this because it is last week's news. But Camille got partner.
Yay!
She got promotion, because you remember last week we were like, she needs to be made partner. Well, they made her partner.
Yeah, I saw this on there was a news show they were on the day after or something, and she was just beaming as well, because the newscaster brought it up oh, I hear they've made you partner, and she just started beaming this great big smile on her face. So
yep. So yes, winners all round on Johnny's side. She did a fantastic job. She was phenomenal lawyer.
She was just going to town. As soon as the as soon as she was addressing Amber Heard, it would just bang, 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 one after another. Oh, you see this happened then, right? And he was beating you with heavy rings. This is your face the next day, and then she just wouldn't let up.
Yeah,
it was just one after another, just knocking them down.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and then she wasn't getting drawn in with Amber Heard at all. She would let Amber answer, and then she'd be on to the next question, and she'd just leave that hanging and be yep.
Yep, it was very well deserved. Good to see.
So yeah, super happy to hear that news. Chad's like, yay, nice, she deserves it. It's like watching. It was like watching someone systematically flay Heard alive on the stand. Loved every minute of it. I really, really enjoyed the cross-examination, and I'm really glad that she got to do it. So yeah, congratulations to Camille.
Oh, apparently Rakita did a vid. I need to check that out. I don't follow Rakita's. I love Rakita, but I don't follow all of his stuff like every day. So,
I haven't actually seen all that much of it. So that's the end of my Amber Heard stuff for now. Okay. I'm gonna have more next week. But so then I've got, this is an older piece of news, a couple months older, that I thought was adorable. That cats have found a secondary use for the Starlink satellite dishes.
What is it with cats? It's like I've never understood that.
I love how there's like 6 of them on one satellite dish.
There are just some places that cats are drawn to. Like mine used to love pizza boxes, and it's like they were safe as long as they were in the pizza box, like on top of the pizza box. It's just, what is it with cats and just like, oh, this place is a super safe place as long as I stay inside here, everything's great.
I don't know. They do love boxes, and like it's weird. They like things with like edges and they like to be within them. It's odd. It's just something that cats are drawn to.
Cat psychology is strange.
But I suspect this is because they're warm. I guess they give off some kind of like slight heat.
So, yeah.
A self-heating bed. So yeah, there's definitely some heat involved here, and you know, Kitty likes to be warm.
In the snow, yeah.
You know, and I haven't even read the body of the article. I just love the idea of the cats using the satellite dishes as their beds. Student of history says if it fits, it sits.
Yeah.
It's true.
Geodes just sent me the video, the Rakita Law video. Thank you very much. I'll watch that later.
So yeah, I thought this was pretty wholesome. That you know, not only have we apparently got Starlink being installed in places now, but the cats have found a secondary use for it.
Yeah, that's nice. As long as they don't interfere with it.
I mean, I don't know.
the whole point of Starlink is to give internet to like places where it's hard to get to, right? Like,
I mean,
Africa.
if it can get internet to Africa, it can surely manage to navigate a cat.
Like a lion.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of a lion on one of these.
Yeah.
I thought this was great.
That's what we'll find out. Is it cat psychology?
There we go. Did the cats affect the performance?
Yeah.
Oh no, come back. Yes, it interrupts streaming of movies. It doesn't shut it down completely, but definitely slows everything down. There we go. We have our answer. The cats do slightly affect performance.
It'd be funny if that becomes like a problem in the future. Like, oh, well, the streaming isn't working. Oh, I'll go clear the cats off the thing.
Oh, I'm buffering. Why am I buffering? I've reset my router. I've restarted my computer.
Yeah,
I'm still getting slow performance. Somebody go and shoo the cat off the Starlink satellite.
Amazing.
That's great.
Nice little kitties.
Binary Surfer would like the Rakita video, if you could post that in chat for him.
Okay.
The cats are literally...
Binary Surfer... Is he in my server?
I don't know, you can post it in my chat if you want. You have mod. That's because the microwaves are heating the cat's underside. The cats are literally cooking their balls. Oh no. Oh no, don't microwave your cats.
There's nothing better than warm balls, I'm telling you.
I don't think you want microwaved balls though.
That's true.
I don't think that's something you want.
I can tell you, having cold balls is not good.
Scotland might be the worst place, one of the worst places in the world to have them, like, you know, out. And yet,
Exactly.
let's see what else we got. I found this one, which is a little bit of a white bill, that a school can no longer be Catholic after flying Black Lives Matter Pride Month flags.
Yeah, I saw this as well. Well, kind of briefly. I didn't look into it.
So yeah, basically this Catholic school, as far as I could tell, had a Pride Month thing where they virtue signaled, and Bishop Robert J. McManus issued a decree that it is supporting movements that are inconsistent with Catholic teaching, and said that they could no longer be a Catholic school.
Okay, is this in America or is it in the UK? Worcester, that could be either.
I mean, it's CBS News, so I'm gonna assume that it's US.
Oh yeah, Worcester, Massachusetts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you look at our church here, and like they just openly celebrate Pride, and it's like, aren't you supposed to be the people who don't support that? Like, I understand you want to like not scare people off and stuff like this, but
openly supporting it, like, there's one thing,
yeah,
I guess, being tolerant, and even then, like, it seems to be against their general teachings, but like I could understand them not wanting to cause a stir, but this, like, a lot of the times they actively support it, and you've seen there's like apparently some lesbian bishop somewhere. I don't know if we covered her on this channel bishop? Or. Oh my God, are you? Hang on.
It's a bishop, so it's Catholic. It's Catholic. It's not even like Protestantism.
Let me find her. Let me find her.
Yeah, our church is a dead meme.
Is this her? Like,
exactly. There's a difference between tolerance and support. You could tolerate it and just not say anything. Like,
yeah.
Not denounce it, but not promote it either.
I'm trying to find her because, yeah, like, there is actually a lesbian bishop who has been slowly making the. There we go. It's in The Guardian. So, I mean, pinch of salt, but obviously they're very happy about this. First openly gay.
So why? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what's happening to the. Like, I'm not even saying it's good for the church to be like anti-LGBT or anything, like, or like anti-gay people or whatever.
No, but it is against what they teach.
I mean, you certainly shouldn't be doing the LGBT thing, because the LGBT thing is explicitly a political movement. A sort of majority of minority coming together to overthrow the capitalist patriarchy or some crap.
Like, is this her? Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her. Oops, let me bring this over. Like.
Oh God, I remember this. Yeah.
What a fucking mess.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm not Christian, but like, this would seem to be mocking the Christian faith.
Can you imagine that the other way around? Could you imagine somebody standing in a mosque saying we are all Christians? They fucking hate, we are all Jews, even worse. They fucking hate the others. They hate Jews.
To propose non-celibate lesbian activist. I mean, that would just be the opposite of what you would expect a bishop to be, right? Surely.
Priests are supposed to be celibate anyway.
Yeah, but non-celibate, lesbian activist. Okay, so you're literally the opposite of what you're expected to be for this role.
I don't even understand the purpose. Like, it's like, why would you put yourself in that role if you're against everything that role represents? Like, I just don't understand it.
Like, I don't get this. Why are you in this role?
That's not what I want. Yes.
It's just
the West really is falling.
It doesn't make any sense. And
no, why would you put yourself in that position? Like,
yeah,
two
other gay clerics. Okay, so you know the LGBT has taken over the church now, and again, like I'm not Christian, but it seems like this isn't a place that you really should be.
The LGBT movement is explicitly anti-Christian, like explicitly anti-Christian. Like a lot of the early rhetoric was designed specifically to piss off Christians because they perceive Christians as being anti-gay, right?
I think it probably started off as that atheism plus movement, because you had like atheists who just didn't subscribe to any religion, just kind of wanted to be left alone. Then you got like atheism plus. Well, you got atheism like kind of capital A, where they're like, no, I'm anti-religion. And then you got the atheism plus thing, which had a lot of this wokeness in it. When you get people like Aaron Ra was one of the ones that was kind of early subscribers to it, and Steve Shives and people like that who brought the kind of wokeness into it. And yeah, it very much would have been a in the Christian's face kind of thing.
From the very beginning, even a lot of it was supposed to be antagonistic against Christians. Like they started just straight up adopting Christian iconography, like the rainbow. The reason they took the rainbow was because it was a Christian thing up until the gays took it, right?
I wouldn't even say the gays, because
Pride,
like I know a few.
They named it after one of the Pride. They named it after one of the 7 deadly sins, the one that represented like there's like 7 in like really really deep Christian lore. I am Christian, so I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. But like in the deep Christian lore, the non-canonized books in the Bible, there are 7 sort of princes of hell, of principalities, and one of them is Satan, and he represents pride. So it's an explicit call to Satan to name their movement the Pride movement.
I mean, the only thing I would correct you on there is, like, I wouldn't necessarily say the gays, because I know gay people who just want to be left the fuck alone and just want to live with their partners and have, like, as normal a relationship as they can have, and their partner happens to be of the same sex. Like, and they're just normal people. They don't go to this nonsense. They don't push it in your face. So that's the only thing I would correct you on there.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm not like anti-gay in any way, but I am certainly anti-LGBT. It's not
absolutely.
It's a political movement. It's expressly political. They're always talking about Marxism. It's supposed to give the finger to the Christian religion.
Oh, that's
not, you know.
I would definitely agree with what I think it was Callum said the other day. Was we need to start calling people like politically gay, the same way as we call people politically black. Like politically gay, politically this, politically that, because they're almost like finding minorities that they can kind of co-opt that identity and then use it politically. And so separating the people who are just this thing, like the gay people who are just off having their own lives, and the political gays, I think is useful.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, like whenever there's somebody who's gay who's not on their political level, then they're not allowed to be part of the team, right? Like, I mean, Milo Yiannopoulos was obviously the big one. There's also like Douglas Murray, that obviously he's gay. He speaks out about stuff, so he's not allowed in the club. There's Peter Thiel, who's like literally the only right winger in Silicon Valley. He's gay, but he's not allowed to be part of the club because he's an evil right winger.
Of course, that's the thing as well. Like, you get disavowed for being wrong thing. Yeah, you know? Like, you know, I've spoken to Rose of Dawn a fair bit as well, and she's obviously got the wrong opinions for a trans person, and so the names that they call her and Blair White
as well,
for being the actual trans people, like people who have gender dysphoria, who have been through some level of transition. Like, I know Blair White hasn't been through the full process, but I believe Rose has. But she's still not trans as far as they're concerned. Like, she's, you know, some nasty traitor because she doesn't subscribe to the full ideology of being trans. Like, it's not enough to just have the gender dysphoria condition and to be, you know, fully transitioned. That's not enough. She has to subscribe to every single piece of political propaganda that comes around it.
There's a script, and if you differ from the script, you're not in the
She's
team.
disavowed. Probably more trans than any of them. You know, you're talking about people who are self-identifying, changed their pronouns, and didn't bother to do anything else. Telling somebody who has fully transitioned and has had the medical diagnosis that they're not real trans. That's insane. So yeah, we do need to start separating them, I think.
I remember when they were doing this to Peter Thiel as well, because they were literally saying, you're not gay. Like, he's not gay. Because even though he's married to a man, I believe he's married to a man, he's not gay. In the same way that, like, Biden says, like, you're not black. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. And it's like, right. And
wow.
Kanye West wasn't black.
Amazing. Like, I'll just change your skin color for you.
Yeah, they were literally just telling Peter Thiel, you're not gay. And it's like, well, he is still gay, he just doesn't believe in your political movement. So yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just politically gay and sexually gay are two different things.
Yeah, probably Lilith as well, student of history. I know of Lilith, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation with Lilith. So I don't presume to know her political statements, but yeah, Rose of Dawn, like, I've actually had, multiple conversations with Rose, and some of the things that they've called her are absolutely fucking awful.
I haven't heard of Lilith, but I might look them up, because that's, it sounds like she might be one of these people who started off that way and then changed her mind, because the name Lilith, again, invokes Satan, right? It's supposed to be the daughter of Satan, is Lilith. So
Lilith,
maybe she started off with all the LGBT stuff and then turned away from it.
Yeah, she co-hosts with Dev, and like I've seen her a couple times on Dev's streams, but I don't know too much about exactly where her politics lie. But I know she disagrees with a lot of the absolute nonsense that's going on. Otherwise, she wouldn't be hanging out with Dev, would she?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, the church is fucked.
This
is why I say I'm Christian, but I don't follow any church.
I am really glad that, back to the actual white pill, I'm actually really glad to see that at least one bishop is still sticking to his guns and being like, no, if you're gonna promote leftist nonsense that directly goes against our teachings, then you can no longer call yourself Catholic. And whether I agree with the church or not on a lot of things, this is very principled that he's sticking to his guns here.
Yeah, I'm glad to see this. This was like a month ago or so. They also denounced Nancy Pelosi, saying that she's not allowed to be Catholic anymore.
Yes.
She supported abortion. She was like, all right, okay, well, you're not going to be receiving any religious services from now on.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Yes, good for them.
So we've done that. Now, I have a video here that... Now, who sent me this? Let me just double check. I think it was Geodes sent me this. He tells me it's a white pill. I'm not 100% sure I agree it's completely a white pill, but it is. It has a happy ending, so there is that. So yeah, we'll watch this.
Her mouth. Oh, baby.
No, shut up. Hold on.
Oh no.
While you watch this, I'll be back in a second.
Okay, give me your front legs.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, I know.
Were you down there for 4 days?
Come on, sweetheart.
Oh.
There's a good girl.
Well done, that lady.
Good girl, Flossie. Good girl, Flossie.
There we go.
Good girl.
Oh, yes.
Good girl. Oh, she's a good girl. Go to Mummy.
Wow. That's good. This is a white pill. This is definitely a white pill. He was so happy to be out there. Jesus Christ. 4 days he was in there.
There's a
Yay, dog. Yay, 4 days. Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so, what do you think? What's your reaction to this?
That was sweet. I mean, it sucks that he was down there for 4 days by himself.
Yeah, like, I'm not entirely sure I agree at it being a white pill, because it makes me sad. The dog was down the hole.
It's sad, but it's good to go right.
But it's a happy ending, so I guess we can kinda call it a white pill.
Yeah. My God, could you imagine being the person who found him? Like, why is there a... They must have, like, heard the dog down the rabbit hole, right?
Like, a lot of these kind of animal rescue videos, like, they make me suspicious that some people very likely put the animals in these situations so that they can film it for clout. So they can film rescuing them for clout. But, like, this case seems to have been, like, they genuinely found him down there.
Like a dog that far down the rabbit hole deliberately.
He's loving his little face. Popper okay equals white pill. So the chat's agreeing that it's a white pill.
Yes.
Yes. What else did I have? We did watch this on the Sultans, but we're gonna watch it again because why would we not?
No Ardent Party. I have my own Discord server. I'll send you an invite if anybody wants to join.
You can post it in the chat if you want. I don't mind here on the. In fact, you should come onto the Discord and send Monkey more white pills for the for next week. Spamming with them.
Send me white pills. Send memes.
Because then I can just sit back and let Monkey tell me about stuff. It's great. I don't have to.
The entire idea of my server, though, is I want it to be like a kind of a less Spergy place than the places we normally hang out. So
I have no idea what you're talking about, Monkey. And if anybody wants to join my server, it's actually in the description.
Yes,
and I'm nowhere near as fussy as Monkey. As long as you behave yourself, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's mainly just me posting memes for other people and sharing news articles and complaining about stuff.
He does share a lot of memes.
Than most places.
He does. Right, so now we're going to watch Biden fall off his bike because...
You're asking a lot, Monkey.
It is funny.
Less Spergy. Bez, don't even start. You know how everything went.
Yeah, Bezic, I'm sorry, but I've been in the Sultans of Shadley.
Sultans gets a little Spergy sometimes. I've seen another picture of Nyard's penis last night.
I mean, that wasn't in the Sultans, to be fair. That wasn't
but it started in the Sultans. This whole thing started from the Sultans. But
you followed the Spurgs. That's your fault. You followed the Spurgs. So now we're just watching Biden have another whoopsie. Whoop! There he goes. So yeah,
I heard he got his foot stuck in the.
Yeah, you can. In fact, you can see. You can see it there. Let me zoom in a bit. You can see he stops.
Yeah.
Gets his foot stuck in that, and for some reason, then decides to try and put it down anyway. Even though, like, you would think he would be like, "Oh, I need to pull it out," but no.
See, he kind of tripped on it, but yeah. What an idiot.
Way. Sorry, I've been too much.
You gotta watch out, man. A fall like that for an old man.
At that age, yeah, because if he breaks a hip, like I don't foresee him surviving a hip replacement or a hip
he has a bad fall. That could be good.
That's an anesthetic at that age. He probably won't be getting back up again. This was just it from another angle.
You're gonna see him. I mean, it's kind of cringe, but you do see him jogging around sometimes. So at least he's not fully physically.
Yeah,
end,
but an anesthetic would probably
is.
Finish him off.
Yeah.
Woo,
oh well.
There he goes. He took quite a fall as well, like.
Secret Service are like, no, everyone back.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, they don't want the public, grabbing at the president in case somebody is there with poor intent.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they let the president that close to the public. Like, normally there's barriers and gunmen and.
There's another angle.
I guess there's probably not a lot of people who
Ooh.
would take Joe Biden out.
I mean, you don't need to take Joe Biden out. He's doing a good enough job himself.
Yeah, just wait a few months. He'll find a way to do something.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a white pill, like in that it's a bit of a meme. Like, I would feel sorry for any other old man falling off of his bike, but Biden has not been a good person throughout his life.
There it is. Look, and the trending. I stand with Amber Heard.
Yeah, I see it. There is with Amber Heard.
Right next to Amber Heard's the lion.
There better not be naughty things in here. The Shady Bunch.
James Franco's in there as well.
Amber,
wait,
there you go. Amber Heard stole my sexual story. Like, my sexual assault story. Like, unreal. It doesn't seem... Apparently, yes.
Story about the bottle?
Apparently, yes.
Oh my god.
And twisting it into a different story.
This woman.
Yeah, just imagine stealing someone else's sexual assault story and then elaborating on just the twisted mind of this person is unreal.
I might just start referring to... I might just put Amber Heard in the trans category because she has some fucking balls for a woman.
It's just unreal. But these are white pills. These are white pills.
Yeah, that's not a white pill.
Okay, so I have... we'll get rid of that. I'm going to show these videos first because I want to end on that one. So let me just switch what screen I am sharing to you. Share screen. Excuse me? Applications. This. Okay, you might need to rewatch. Can you see? Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bigger. This was just something that was adorable that I want to share. It's a kitty playing with an iPad. I think this is the perfect use for an iPad. But this brings two of my favorite things together of cats and video games, and it combines the two things to one and makes a video game for kittens. And I just think it's fucking adorable because, I mean, look at him. He's having the best time right now. Like, I don't know, playing it. Like, adorable. He's having the best of times right now. Just playing video games on the iPad.
That's so cute. Oh my god, I want kittens again.
We're gonna come on next week and Bass gonna be like, I got some kittens.
I'm saving up for a dog right now. Oh, I want to get a dog.
Yeah, but look at the kitten though. I bet a dog wouldn't do this.
Oh. I'm gonna get a little pupper. I need to raise some money, and I'm gonna get like a specific dog bred just for me because all these people that tell me to go pick one up from the animal shelter can fuck off.
I know. Like, I get the point of picking it up from the animal shelter, and Oscar was kind of a rescue, as in he was born in a wildlife shelter. But yeah, I kind of like, you know, getting them as babies.
Yeah. No, the one I kind of looked into it. I'm gonna get specifically a black Shiba, and raise it from birth.
Oh, I'm gonna have to come visit you when you get it. You know,
$3,500. So.
You know, I'm gonna have to come visit you when you get it.
I know.
You'll have fun training it because I really, really enjoyed training our beagle. Like, he was hard work. Yeah. He would like not listen like half the time. I'd be like, bed, and he'd be like, what if I go halfway to my bed? That's good enough, right? Like, bed. He's like, I'll just like a couple more steps back. This is good enough, right? Bed. He's like, I'm in my bed. I'll have to see if I can.
Shibas are very hard to train, so if I would have to put it through like training school and everything. So like they're not hard to train, but they are very independent. So
Yeah,
they
well,
want to go do their own
beagles
thing.
beagles are kind of like that as well, but at the same time they do want to please you. But yeah, like would test my patience, and I'll have to see if I can dig the video out, because it was so funny, because I would be telling him to go to bed and he would be testing exactly how much he could get away with that wasn't bed. Like, if I just move in the direction of my bed, that's good enough, right? And I'm like, go to your bed, like, bed now. And he's like, like, bed. Until eventually, after I've said it like 10 times, he's reversed right into his bed, and he's like, okay, fine, I give up. I'm in my bed now.
The boundary, yeah. The boundary is bed.
The boundary was, I told you to go to bed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Khalifa says the best cats are those who are with you from infancy. Yes, I actually just had to leave my cats behind in Germany because I couldn't bring them with me. Sad face. And I had them from pretty much from birth. I think they have to be with their mother for the first 8 weeks.
Well, Leo, the cat that I lost last week, I'd had him since 6 weeks, because the person that was adopting him out was heavily pregnant and had got permission from the site that she was selling on to sell them earlier. And so, like, I'd had him since he was, like, he fit in the palm of my hand when I got him. Which is not a white bill.
Right. Yeah, it's super hard to give up the cats, but yeah, they do love on you like nothing else. Like if you've raised them since birth, then yeah. My ideal goal in life is to have a dog and a few cats, and then I guess a human family as well at some point.
I don't know about that part.
That's kind of woman I can pack into giving birth.
Yeah. Don't know about the whole human part.
That's going to be the difficult part. I can't just buy a human, you know. I can't go down to the pound and get one. I don't want none of these junk humans.
These junk humans. Oh yeah, our Leo.
Okay, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Right. Speaking of small humans, that's actually what's in my next video. So. A family attached a microphone to their 4-year-old, and the result is the most wholesome thing you'll see today. So basically, they put a microphone on him, they put him on a snowboard, and then they recorded his experience as he snowboarded down the hill, and it's absolutely fucking adorable. Because he's got this little monologue going as he's snowboarding, and it's just watch it. I might need to turn it up because we need the sound. Let's bring it back to the beginning.
This way, you'll slip. I won't fall, maybe I will. That's okay, 'cause we all fall. Have fun, Dad. Let's go down this big old hill. Wee woo! Wee woo! Wee woo!
What kind of dinosaur are you?
Tyrannosaurus!
Oh my god, it's so cute.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
I'm a Stegosaurus. That's amazing. Like, just amazing. I don't know why more people don't think of attaching microphones to their toddlers.
Yeah, it should be like a thing. We should have like toddler mics that you can buy. Business idea for
Geod's actually sent me that last week. But yeah, I thought that was just the most adorable little thing. And almost makes me like little humans. Almost.
Yeah, I kind of want one now. It's going to be that adorable.
It's not quite as adorable as the kitten, but yeah, that little human is fairly adorable.
The shitting themselves part, that's going to be nice.
When they start making noises like, I'm a Stegosaurus! So yeah, I thought that was cute and wholesome. And
oh, yeah, everyone loves it.
I would share that. What is Bezic sending me? Why do you want Bezic? Oh, okay, fine. We'll
would
open.
prison count as the human pound? I guess it would, yeah.
Would it? I guess so.
Bad dogs go to the pound.
Bad dogs. Let's open this. So apparently Trim has... Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to have to switch the screen I'm streaming again.
Arden's asking me what kind of breed of dog I'm getting. I'm going to get a black Shiba Inu. Because I love them. They're so cute. They're the best dogs in the world. And I'm going to get a black one because everything I own is black. Like literally everything in my life is black. I got a black chair, black shirt, black bedding, black dog. Definitely.
So apparently Trim has actually finished the picture now. So that's this one here.
Oh, nice.
He's done a good job.
More like a disco now.
He's done a good job. He's done a good job on that. So this will be, I guess, used for the Valheim streams, which, by the way, we should be doing another Valheim stream tomorrow because the Rat RP is off due to Kyle having some stuff going on, which he's explained on his channel. So we'll be doing Valheim instead.
Hey, don't call me emo monkey.
Emo monkey?
I'm not black because I'm emo, alright?
That's
super offensive. I take offense to this.
So I've only got one more, unless anybody's posted anything from the chat. And I wanted to end on this one because it's Father's Day in like an hour and a half. And I thought this was really... I think I've got the date right this time because I wished my dad a happy Father's Day last week and he informed me that I was a week early.
Because I've been living in Germany for 7 years, like German Mother and Father's Day were always different from the UK ones, so I always had an excuse for forgetting. But now
well, you don't have an excuse for tomorrow. You need to phone your daddy and you need to tell him you love him.
Damn it.
So yeah, I wish...
That's even worse. Goth. I'm not goth and I'm not emo, alright? When I was growing up, I was in the metalhead crowd, so I was the metal guys. But we'd all hang out together, right? Because like in our group, we would have the emos, the goths, and the metalheads, and they all fucking hated each other. Like the metalheads hate goths. Actually, goths are okay, but emos we hated. The emos hated everybody, and so did the goths. But the goths were okay. The emos were annoying. Yeah, no, I had like chains on my jeans and long hair, and I've always wanted to grow a beard, but I can't because I'm a stupid face.
Man, a ray of hope. Well, Kyle has a good excuse this week, and I think he's already announced it on his channel. So he kind of lost his job this week, as in his main client cancelled their contract, and so he's having to reevaluate, his entire financial situation for his own life and for the game studio as well. So it kind of makes sense that he needs a week off. Edgy monkey. Edgy monkey. Your hair is too short. He did have longer hair, didn't you, monkey? But you chopped it all off for some reason.
I used to have long hair.
You should grow it back.
Edgy monkey. Yeah, I was an edgy teen.
You should grow it back, and then you.
I had long hair when I moved here, actually, because
you did. I remember you showing me pictures. You'd been like out in a store or something. You're just like. But then for some reason you chopped it all off.
I grew it long again recently because I was locked down and depressed, and I thought, what the hell's the point? And like, there was a time I didn't shave, which was embarrassing because, like I said, I can't grow a beard.
Maybe you can't grow a beard. Maybe you can't grow a beard. Like.
All right.
Okay.
Last meme. Let's go.
It's not a meme. It's not a meme. It's a white pill, and it's a study that was done recently that has proven that young children do better at school if their dads play with them regularly.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
And somebody's actually ran a study on this, like an actual study.
This is good. How what are the results of the study?
I'm trying to find it because I did. Is it this one? Fine, whatever. Go away.
According to the study, odds of child reaching good.
Yeah, so there's an entire study here, and I'm not gonna go through the whole study, but it is like literally, oops, somebody did actually take the time to do a proper study on this. That, yeah, basically, and they took into account things like, you know, age and gender and stuff like that, and still, even taking those things into account, kids whose dads played with them regularly did better in school.
According to the study, the odds of the children reaching a good level of emotional and intellectual development at age 5 were reduced by 18% if the father said he spent nowhere near enough time with them. 18%.
So this is even cases where, you know, the father's present, lives in the household, but doesn't really spend as much time with the kids as he feels he should, that you're still seeing a dip. So we're not just talking about single mothers here. We're not talking about, you know, where the father's not present, but just where the father's not as involved with the kids as he should be. You're still seeing a dip. So yeah, this is really a white pill, and being like, go and play with your kids.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, this is like, we already know, because there's tons of studies that like people turn out better when their fathers are in the mix.
But not just in the mix, like,
yeah,
when their fathers actually sit down and spend the time to interact with them.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly important. I mean, for development, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I was a proper daddy's girl. Like, I would follow my dad around the house everywhere. I would get up in the morning. Like, I'm not a morning person, but I'd get up at 5 in the morning because I knew my dad was coming home from work. And I'd be sat there, and he'd be like, for fuck's sake, I've just finished a night shift. And I'm like, morning!
Yeah.
He's like, for fuck's sake, child, go back to bed.
I was a mosher and a metalhead when I was a teenager, so me and my dad didn't get on too well, but we do have a good relationship now.
Oh, see, no, I was a proper daddy's girl. Like, I would follow my dad to the ends of the earth as a kid.
That's nice. Yeah. I remember seeing like years ago there was like a study that revealed like children were better off if their father was in the picture, even if the father was like a deadbeat dad.
Well, apparently they're even if they're. I mean, obviously that's better than them not being in the picture. Yeah, but so apparently, even if they're
better than having no father.
Yeah, apparently though, even if they're like living at home but don't spend as much time with the kid as they should, you're still seeing a detriment.
Yeah. Well, here's one more to add to the list.
So go and play with your kids.
Yes, definitely play with your kids. Unless you don't have kids. In which case, don't play with your kids. God is watching. Yeah, that's a good white pill to end on, I think.
Well, I was gonna end on that, but I've seen Bezic say the black is here, and to play the cat video for black.
Play video kitten for black. Yeah. Play the cat video again.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna play this one because I don't know if Black's seen it, and I mean, who doesn't love this video?
Oh yeah, this one.
He's on the side of the road. You're gonna get killed for sure. Someone just. Oh no! It's a whole. Oh my god!
I love this video so much. I love it so much. It's just the cutest ambush I've ever seen.
I'm not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is like a super cute version of like Jurassic Park. You know when you see like the raptors poke their heads up from the grass and then chase after you?
Yeah.
It's this but with kittens.
Yes. Student of history, yes and no. Like he says, if you ain't a dad, well, time to put in a little work to change that. Yeah. I'm not gonna go full Carl on this one. Like, if you're not at a stage in your life where you're ready and willing to actually fully embrace it, then I don't think you should bother.
I mean, I was actually I was adopted when I was 5. Like I'm still with my biological mother, but my father left, and then my mum remarried, and my stepdad adopted me. So like yeah, I mean like that was always like one of the big things on my mum's mind was like, she sent me to this like proto-military camp as well, so that I could have some positive male role models. Like it was always important for her, like you have to have like a father in your life, you know. Like I said, well, I was a bit of an angsty teenager. We didn't always get on, but we do have a good relationship, and I'm glad my mum took that took that step.
Good. It's good that she, you know, she thought of that and actually acted on it instead of being like, well, I'm the mum and the dad, because we've seen how well that works out.
Selfish. It's super selfish.
This is for Black. I hope you're listening, Black.
Oh.
And one more for Black. I will show the kitten video one more time. So let me switch back to this. I'll go to here. There you go, Black. This one's for you.
Oh.
I love seeing it's so freaking cute. No, I want a kitten.
Oh, look, Ivy does.
Disco trying to make everyone get a cat. Yes, everyone should have a kitten. Because kittens are freaking adorable. You can't tell me the kittens are not adorable. Like, I don't know. I just find kittens to be, you know, just stress relief. You come home and there's just this cute little fuzzy thing that wants to interact with you. Like I come home from work and there's just 2 Bengals. Well, there used to be 3, but now there's 2 Bengals just around my feet, just like pet us, cuddle us, feed us. Definitely feed us.
I miss my cat. It's too quiet around here now.
So yeah, that's all I've got.
You'll slip.
Oh, we've got the kid again.
Will.
Hopefully makes into a little song as well.
Yeah, kid's kind of cute. Must admit, one of the cute kids I've seen. They're cuter when they're not screaming.
I have a full-grown cat who thinks he's a kitten. Does that count? Yes.
Yes, literally, that's literally George. Because Bengals, they never really kind of grow up, and so George is like 7, and he acts like a kitten.
Yeah. It's super cute.
Bleach Demon says kittens aren't adorable, they're freaking amazing and cute. Bleach, I don't know if you've seen the kid though. The kid is pretty cute too.
This way, you'll slip. I won't fall, maybe I will. That's okay, 'cause we all fall. Hi from Dad. Well, let's go down this big old hill. Wee woo! Wee woo! Wee woo! Woo!
What kind of dinosaur are you?
Tyrannosaurus!
Oh God.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
This way.
Pardon me. I see that Geodes and Ardent Party have now joined my server.
Yay! You got new peoples.
He sent me a white pill, but I'm not sure if I agree.
I mean, I wasn't sure if I agreed with the dog being stuck in a hole as being a white pill, but I was overruled on that one. That yes, it's a white pill because the dog got out.
Disco is also admin in my server, so she can go find the link and show it on her stream if she wants.
Let's have a look.
I saw this like a week ago. It's super creepy.
I need to change back Windows to films and TV.
I guess it's a white pill if you're that way inclined.
I mean, maybe. But let's get rid of this. Right, what is it that you're showing me here? This one. Your server. Let me see. You see. Where is it? General.
It's in announcements. Oh no.
I mean,
welcome.
is it at least safe for work?
It's safe for work, yeah.
Okay, because I am just clicking on it, and that's a problem.
I pre-screened it.
Okay. Oh dear.
Oh god, it's so creepy.
I mean,
so yeah, I think they're like animatronic waifus.
That's kind of weird.
Anime made robots.
Did they actually do anything?
I'm not sure.
I mean, you know, like if they're gonna clean my house and stuff, might be all for it. But
if they actually do made stuff,
like you know, if it's a robot made, then sure, you know.
No, there's multiple ones as well. Oh.
I'm not sure on that one, but you know, if it's gonna clean my house for me, if it's like a reskinned Roomba or something, then I'll think about it.
And I'm almost certain they have like stretchy mouths, roughly stretched to the size of a penis. You know? It's only a matter of time before someone fucks one. That's what I'm saying.
And people keep bringing up the fucking dog pill question. You know, that's bad enough. But, you know, just ask the chat. The chat will tell you what the fucking dog pill thing is. But, like,
I want to know.
So, the dog pill thing is something that mostly Short Fat Taco had found a couple of posts online of women fucking their pets. Which is gross.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, which is just fucking gross. Like, either Reddit posts or things like that where they're talking about, like, you know, having sex with their pets, which is icky. But it's like, yeah, that's icky, but, you know, sticking your dick in random things is also kind of icky.
Yeah, I remember seeing, like, I don't know, maybe I did see it through Dev or something, but, yeah, I remember seeing this video where, like, a woman was like justifying it by saying like it's not gross for
yeah, one of the ones that he found
for a dog to have sex with her. It would be gross if you had sex with the dog because then the dog isn't consenting.
No, it's
but
gross.
Because
it's
the dog's
gross.
humping you, then it is consenting. And I'm like,
gross. Like if my dog attempted to hump my leg, he'd be getting told off. That was something that he would get disciplined for.
Yeah.
Just saying, like if I was like going about my business and the dog thought to hump my leg, that was something he was getting told off for.
Oh, all right, okay, let's.
Like that's inappropriate. But yeah, I think one of the things he came up with was like a Reddit post of like this. I think it was a guy who made the Reddit post who was talking about how his wife had cheated on him with the dog or something, and it was just like, that's fucking disgusting.
Could you imagine going to the divorce office and saying that was the reason?
That's fucking disgusting. Yes, exactly, Oddipie. Humping dog equals quick smack, and no, like, my dog would not get away with trying to hump even my leg. Never mind anything else. Like, if he started trying to, like, you know, if he started trying to hump anything, he was getting told off because it was inappropriate. It's like...
Yeah, I think the chat's right. We need to change the subject. I'm just losing faith in humanity again.
But, like, You know, that's gross. But on the flip side, like, you boys are not getting away with it either. Of don't stick your dick in random things.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Put your dick in a female. Who loves you?
Apparently, Geoz has sent a white pill pic. Let's have a look.
All right.
Let's have a look. Did you send it to me, or did you put it on Monkey's server? Where did you put it?
We'll need to end soon because I'm pretty tired. I was planning to go for a meme, but I think I'm too late.
To go for a meme, you might be. It's Saturday. I don't know what time you can stop memeing on a Saturday.
In Cambridge, like everywhere closes at 11.
Yeah, but it's Saturday. Is it not later on a Saturday?
No, for some reason it's Thursday and Friday. They're open late.
Well, you should come. You should come to Swindon, and then we like it's what? It's like 3 or 4 a.m. that we were allowed to drink too. So
deporting me from Cambridge to Swindon is worse than deporting refugees to Rwanda. I think.
You enjoyed your night out in Swindon. Don't fucking comment.
I enjoy people in Swindon, but Swindon itself.
You could come to Swindon again, and we can drink until like 4 a.m. instead of 11 p.m. And this was the white pill thing that Gio had sent. Live like somebody left the gate open, which is adorable.
Oh, happy little dog. See that? I can't wait until I get my dog. I need to start like an online fundraising campaign.
Don't fundraise getting a puppy. Like, save up for one. You should also move your cats over. But yeah, I guess we'll leave it on the happy doggo that
yeah, this seems like a good place to end it.
I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. So I wanna leave it on that. Have a good night, chat, and
put your penis in it.
I wonder if Barch has allowed me to redirect people to him. Yeah, I bet he hasn't, because he's gay. Nope. I can't redirect you to Arch because Arch is a silly boy. So just go and tell Arch that he's gay for me.
Alright.
Good night, chat.
Thanks for joining us, chat. I hope you had fun. I hope this was a good white pill for the end of the week.
Mostly. Archcast was cancelled. That's not a white pill. No. Okay, well, fair enough. Have a good night anyway. Bye.
Bye-bye.